long before GitHub and Stack Overflow, before email notifications and the internet, computers filled entire rooms. Memory was measured in kilobytes and every line of code mattered. Back then, there were a handful of computer programming languages that would quietly reshape the world of technology. They were created because real problems had to be solved, and decades later, modern computing still depends on them. To understand modern software, we have to go back to where it began. Let's start with FORTRAN. FORTRAN was created in 1957 by a team at IBM led by John Backus. At the time, programming meant writing machine code instructions by hand, and scientists needed a better way to express mathematics. FORTRAN was revolutionary because it trusted the computer to optimize the code for you. It was one of the very first high-level programming languages ever created, and it proved that computers could be used for real scientific work, engineering, physics, mathematics, and simulations. Even today, FORTRAN is still used in high-performance computing and supercomputers around the world. This numbered loop and rigid structure reflect its purpose. This language was built for computation. COBOL. COBOL was created in 1959 by a committee sponsored by the US Department of Defense, with major contributions from computer manufacturers and researchers. One of its most influential figures was Grace Hopper, who believed programming should be readable by humans, not just machines. At the time, computers were moving into offices, banks, and governments. Businesses needed software that could be understood, audited, and trusted for decades. COBOL was designed to read almost like English so that its intent would always be clear. Even today, COBOL still runs many of the world's financial systems. Payroll, banking, and government records continue to rely on it because it does exactly what it was designed to do. Its verbose structure reflects its purpose. This language was built for clarity and trust. C. C was created in the early 1970s at Bell Labs by Dennis Ritchie. It was developed as part of an effort to build the Unix operating system, at a time when computers were becoming smaller and more diverse. The goal of C was control. It needed to be fast, efficient, and close to the hardware, while still being portable across different machines. C stripped programming languages down to its essentials and assumed the programmer understood what they were doing. Even today, C remains everywhere. Operating systems, embedded devices, and critical infrastructure still rely on it. Most modern programming languages borrow ideas directly from C. Its complex syntax reflects its purpose. This language was built for systems and performance. Next up, we have Pascal. Pascal was created in the 1970s by Nicholas Wirth, a computer scientist and educator. It was designed primarily as a teaching language at a time when programming education was becoming more formal. Pascal emphasized structure, clarity, and discipline. It encouraged programmers to think carefully about how their code was organized, not just whether it worked. Although it was never meant to dominate industry, Pascal shaped how generations of developers learned to program. Its influence can still be seen in modern language design today. Its clear boundaries reflect its purpose. This language was built to teach disciplined thinking. Its influence lives on in modern language design. Lastly, there's BASIC. BASIC was created in 1964 at Dartmouth College by John Kemeny and Thomas Kurtz. Unlike most languages of its time, BASIC was not designed for scientists or corporations. It was designed for students. The goal was accessibility. BASIC made programming feel approachable, even for people with no technical background. Later, it found its way into homes, schools, and early personal computers, where it introduced millions of people to coding. For many developers, BASIC was the first language they ever touched. It didn't just teach programming, it made programming feel possible. Its step-by-step structure reflects its purpose. This language was built to invite people into the world of programming. There's a reason these languages survived, and it's because they were dependable. They solved real problems, they ran quietly, and they earned trust over time. What they don't tell you is that in software, the most important systems aren't the newest ones. They're the ones that never fail.